Good day, everyone. This is Jackson, tarot consultant and small business owner, Gentle Healer Tarot. See, if this is the first time you're joining me on this YouTube stream, or if you ever watched any of my past videos or anything, the deck of cards that I use for all of my daily card picks and reports is this one. This is called the Witch's Tarot deck. If you wish to know more about it or to learn where to find it, please look in the description below. It'll tell you everything you need to know, especially why I became a tarot reader and the type of readings I do, and the website where you can go on to learn more about me. Today, we are now in a void, of course, of moon sign from going Leo. Now we're going into Virgo. And if you want to know more about moon signs, you can also Google that, or you can send me a business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com, and we can discuss more about moon signs and get more into that. But right now, again, we are feeling energies right now that might feel a little bit uncomfortable. You may feel maybe tired or not withdrawn, but maybe you're unsure what's happening, or you have that uneasy feeling about you might not feel like doing a lot of things today. It's just that it's a feeling, it's an energy of moving from one sign to another. And not just the moon sign, we're moving into a different sun sign. And I talked about this in my past few videos, where we're now we've been in the sun sign Leo, because it's been the whole month for August, Leo. Now, today, we are now moving away from that. And around for Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, around 4 o'clock this afternoon, we will be in the sun sign of Virgo. And as I was explaining again in my last videos, that Virgo is an earth sign. We'll be more generated into thinking about being more precise about things. We'll want things to be a little bit more on point. We'll be more analytical and more we're going to try to do things toward our specification, as in we're going to try to, whatever we do, we're going to try to perfect it, which is, of course, in the universe, there's no such thing as perfection, but Virgos tend to look toward that, try to achieve that. So that's one of the aspects of Virgo that we're going into, and we may feel that energy of doing so, trying to look for perfection and to do things to our specifications, where we want things the way we want it. So, and again, if you want to learn more about that, either Google sun sign in Virgo, or again, send me an email about it and we will discuss that. Plus, because of the timing, tomorrow morning, we are going to be going into the moon sign Virgo. So double Virgo here, a lot of energy here. And tomorrow morning, specifically like around maybe 12:30 in the morning, we're going to be in a new moon, which means new sign, a new moon. When you look outside in the sky, you don't see a moon right now. That's because it's developing into a new moon. It's going to start creating again. So that new moon is called called the black moon. You can Google that as well. But it's a new clean slate where we're working on new energies to start creating something new for the next 2 weeks, to where in the next 2 weeks comes up toward a full moon, right? So tomorrow morning is going to be a new moon. You might even be able to feel that energy. It's just new, and you feel like things are changing. It's getting cooler out too, because the autumn, Virgo is autumn. We're getting into that autumn weather now, even though it's still August. You just know, you just feel it, right? People going back to school. People are now, I don't know, as I explained in my last video, kids who are just or young adults who have just graduated high school and now transitioning into maybe college or their first job, real job. Everything is new, and that's going to be a clean slate right there too. So tomorrow morning, a new clean slate, new energy, new sun sign, and that new moon. A lot of energies changing. So right now we are in that void, of course, and in sun sign and in moon sign. And what void, of course, is again transitioning from one sign into another. And so we're really in between right now. It's not quite anymore Leo, and it's not quite anymore moon child. The moon child was oh no, it wasn't the moon child's sun, was it? It was Leo. Leo yeah, it was Leo moon also that we were in. So that's moving out. And yeah, and now excuse me, because Virgo is after Leo. If you know your astrology. And excuse me. So we're both transitioning from the Leo sun and the Leo moon. And this is one thing to point out, this is not a good time to sign any contracts, to do anything like spending money on like a house or anything, nothing big. You shouldn't be focused on anything big like that. Just keep on doing what you've been working on. And that's like the best thing you can do right now until we get permanently into Virgo sun and a permanent moon sign when we get in tomorrow. So no signing contracts today, nothing major today, because if you do that, something may go awry. Something just might not work out well. So just right now, again, if you are working on a contract, just work on it, but don't get it signed or don't sign it. Just look over your material, see what you have, and don't sign or do anything permanent until you get in, until tomorrow or until like Monday, depending on what the moon sign is on Monday. We should never sign a contract or give out money for anything permanent in avoid, of course, in a moon sign, but that you'll have to look up yourself unless you want to set up an appointment with me to talk about that. However, before I keep going, I am going to select two cards today, the guidance cards, which is what this stream is all about today, this morning. And so these cards are going to be for Saturday and Sunday. So technically, it's going to be a full a new moon reading as well as a reading for this weekend. So here we go. Spirit guide and guidance team, please give us a guidance card for tomorrow, Saturday, the new moon in Virgo, for August 23rd, 2025, for the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemispheres of the world. Okay. And I always pick out a connecting card to emphasize that energy. Okay, tomorrow, new moon, we have the strength card. This actually is very appropriate. This is a major arcana card, which means the energy we're already born with. It's innate in us. We use this energy at any times in our lives whenever we need it, day and night. This energy stays with us until our death. Not saying that we're going to die, but until we leave this earth, this energy stays with us and we use it whenever we need it. And the end result for using this energy, it will change our lives in some way, and that change, hopefully good, will last into our future. Now, as we know, a lot of people have seen this card before, have heard of strength, and you know strength. What does that mean? Strength, to have a strong will to get through adversity, right? So this strength card for tomorrow, for Saturday, is showing you that because of these changing energies, because of it's going to be a new moon tomorrow, so a new clean slate, our bodies and our minds are going to have to adjust to all this moving energy. I mean, that's just nature, that's just nature. Every day, is something different. So, and these energies are something we just can't control. It's just the universe changing, the earth changing. It's way of life, right? So, because the seasons are now going past us, and now we're going into fall, and that Virgo energy, we are probably going to have to, I don't want to say struggle, but tomorrow it depends on the individual who's feeling this energy. Sometimes we have to have this energy adjust to our bodies, and we have to just adjust to it with our minds. And I know some people saying, "Oh, give me a break. What the hell is she talking about?" You know, I mean, just now, even this week, you can feel the change in the air, right? It feels like autumn. I mean, it's still August, but it feels like there's a change in the air, right? And now you've got to get equipped to that, right? So that right there is strength. You need that strength to get through it, to not challenge your mind, to what's that, to get used to the energy. I think that there's a better word that I was trying to think of, but right now I can't think of it. So we have to try to get used to the energy, try to struggle, I guess, if you will, tomorrow to get through that, to get accustomed to the new energy and that new moon. So tomorrow, we will be using that strength. We will be looking within ourselves to look for that energy to get through the day tomorrow. So be aware of that. You will survive. The strength card tells you you will survive. You just gotta figure out how to get through it. So why this pops up tomorrow? We have the Seven of Swords. Now this is an interesting card. This is a minor arcana card. It's a sword suit. It's an air element and it has to do with thinking, communication of all kinds, technology, making sure that people understand what you're trying to get through. Where you're trying your ideas, you're trying to get through to make them clear to others. Just the way I'm talking right now, it's like I'm stuttering a little bit, and I don't mean to, but it just happens sometimes. So tomorrow, this this card has to do with, I don't want to say underhanded, but it kind of shows that you want to try to get away with something. It's not really devious. I mean, it depends on where it falls in somebody's reading. But for here, it's not devious. It's more like tomorrow you're trying to get through the day. So you're going to try to find any means necessary to just do that. So this card is sort of appropriate tomorrow because you want to find any way possible, like maybe the easiest way to get through the day. And that's kind of what this means. Tomorrow, you have to have strength to get through the day. So tomorrow you're probably gonna, like, if it's since it's a Saturday, you might want to just stay inside the house. You probably just want to, I don't know, either stay in bed or just watch TV, do whatever you feel you need to do to get through the day tomorrow, to try to make yourself happy and hopefully make it a free day, right? You kind of don't want to do anything. Or if you do, you kind of like maybe you want to find the easiest way to do it tomorrow if you have to do something. So, yeah, I mean, it's really not a bad cut for tomorrow, especially because it's a Saturday, a weekend. You just want to get things done. If you have to like do general stuff like maybe laundry, just for like a really quick example, you might want to do maybe half the laundry, or you might just say, you know what, I'm gonna wait to do the laundry another day. You know, just make it easier on yourself tomorrow, just to get away with something. Do what you feel you want to do tomorrow. Have that strength to get through the day. Anything to get through tomorrow, you're going to try to do it. You're going to try to make some shortcuts or have somebody help you. I mean, that's another free thing to look for. Maybe somebody will be just, make it fun, maybe, or like if you have anything really hard to do tomorrow, maybe you can listen to some music while you're doing it. Anything to like get through the day in the best way you can, almost getting away with something. So do it in the best way you can. Just don't do it in a bad way. Just try to get things tomorrow. Hopefully, in the best way you can. I know I'm reiterating what I just said, but tomorrow, make it hopefully positive. Maybe you can learn something tomorrow from all this energy, but try to make it as easy as possible, getting away with something, but not in a bad way, okay? And have that strength tomorrow to get through it. And remember, at the end of the day, who knows? You might find something positive that comes from it. It'll change your life in some little way, and that change will stay into your future. And now, for Sunday, let's see what's going on. Spirit Guide and Guidance Team, please give us the guidance card for Sunday, August 24th, 2025. for the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemispheres of the world. Let's see here. And the connecting card. We have, I guess this is kind of appropriate for Sunday because we are going into that new moon tomorrow. So Sunday, this is an Ace of Swords. Now, if you've ever, well, this is a minor arcana card, sword suit. It's an air element. And again, swords are anything that has to do with your mind, thoughts, communication. Now, remember, if anybody who may be watching has ever seen my past videos, I always say that aces are also clean slates. Aces are where you start to develop energy. So Sunday, you're probably going to start thinking of things, what you want to do for your future, what you want to do in upcoming weeks, and well, I don't want to say manifesting because that's almost, well, I'll get into that later. You want to start creating energy. You want to start creating thoughts, probably plans for Sunday, and develop something new, a plan for those weeks coming up, something that will help you out with whatever you need to do. Why this pops up Sunday? Well, this kind of makes sense. The Four of Cups. This is a minor arcana card, cup suit, water element, and has to do with empathy, love, emotion, anything from the heart, or in your wants and your desires. Now, if you look closely, these two people here, they look bored. They don't look like that they really care about what's going on, really. And it's sort of like they're just, well, nothing's really happening right now for them, right? This is telling you for Sunday, if this is going on in our lives right now, Sunday, we are going to try to probably make a plan, think of something new for the upcoming weeks. We want to change our circumstances or change our boredom. We're probably bored with our lives, maybe, or bored with what we're doing or what we've been doing, and you feel like you want to change. Well, this Ace of Swords is saying, well, if you want to have a change, Sunday is the day to start planning, start making a change, start thinking of ways to communicate to yourself, even to maybe even convince yourself that change is needed in your life. Write down what things you want to change. And that's when you start trying to bring in new energy, that new clean slate for that swords. Try to write down what you want to plan, that you want to, work on, you want to change. So Sunday is sort of I don't want to say a working day for you, but it might be a day where you're going to just start thinking about things, writing things down, maybe like really, really putting down thoughts about what you want different in your life. It doesn't have to be huge. It can almost be like an example, change your hair color, or a guy would be maybe shave off your beard, or even start growing a beard. Any little change that you feel like that might um, bring to you that would be something good for your life, or just something to start working on for this coming month. For Virgo, it never hurts. New energy is always good. And this Ace of Swords is saying, think about that energy, start working on it, and start developing it. So that's something we can start doing on Sunday to bring in some new energy and hopefully bring something positive into your life. And remember, these are minor arcana cards, which means that these are tools for you to think about and start using. Don't start thinking about Sunday. Ideas will flow to you. You'll just sit back and wait for ideas to come in your way, and you're saying, well, she said there's going to be ideas coming. I don't feel anything happening, or why isn't anything changing for me? Or I think she said it was going to happen. These are tools, just like a hammer, nails. They don't just work on themselves, right? You have to actually manually, use the hammer and pound the nail into wood, right? Well, these are telling you manually, or you yourself have to think of these ideas. To change something, it's telling you Sunday is a good time to start thinking. You have to start thinking about it. You have to do the work. You have to write down the ideas that you want to change in your life, and you have to maybe do some research online or something to find out maybe how you can, proceed with what you need to do. It's not magically going to happen. These cards, all tarot decks, all the information from the tarot decks tell you what you need to do. It's not going to magically happen. You need to do the work. And these cards tell you what you need to do. So this is what we're going to do Sunday. Think about what you need to change and try to work on it. Like tomorrow, we have to work on what we need to do to make that clean slate happen, right? So tomorrow we need that strength to get through the day. And it's not magically going to happen. We have to physically do these things, what we need to do. And the cards are telling us how to do them and when it's a good time to do so. See here. What I do with my cards, the services I provide are all in the description. Um, and I always, in all my videos, I always send out my positive thoughts, my positive words, and hopefully it'll translate to you into positive actions. Please have patience with yourself and with others, because of the changing energies and everything may make people uncomfortable and maybe angry a little bit. So if people are angry, don't get angry back at them. They just may not understand what's going on. So have patience with them. If you try to help them out, that's nice. But if they don't want your help, just wish them well and move on, because you don't want to change a positive energy into a negative. Um, Nourish yourself, eat properly, whatever, so you have energy to help others if you wish to do that. And be courteous, be courteous. Definitely have that courtesy for yourself. There's another word for that, but I can't think of it right now. But be courteous to yourself so you can be courteous to others as well. And remember, you don't have to spend money to help others. You can just do it by just saying hello to somebody, a nice simple gesture. Give up a seat to somebody, like on a bus or a train. And try to get some nature air. Go outside for a couple minutes to get some of that clean air to maybe clear your mind and to think better. And if you can, maybe even exercise a little bit, because sometimes that even helps me think better when I'm exercising. I always have my phone with me to write down notes, or to type down notes if I start thinking about good ideas. So that can help you out too. If you don't know how, if you have, let me say that again. If you don't have a specific scheduled exercise and you're not sure how to exercise, look on YouTube, find some simple exercises, even if you're in your house. Just simple things can do a lot to help, uh, give you that extra energy and that extra energy boost, and to make you feel good. Um, I usually try to get back on here and later in the day to take some free readings for general readings, and for hopefully people will subscribe to my channel, which I'd be grateful if you did. I'm not sure if I will be on later today, but if anybody's watching, I could possibly take a reading now. It would be a general reading. It won't be any personal questions. Any personal questions that you wish to ask me, that is going to be through an appointment with me. And we can discuss payments through that time. But right now, if you do wish to receive a reading, a general reading, which will be, I will give you a quick reading about what your life is, how your life is working out right at this moment. And if you could, again, too, subscribe to my channel. But I don't believe anybody's really watching right now. So, plus there's a lot of energies going on where it's void of course right now. So a lot of people, there might be like a lot of confused energy going on right now. Excuse me. And if you don't want a reading, that's fine. And if you actually do want a general reading, again, not a personal reading, you can send me a business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com. And again, I'll give you that personal reading for free. And anybody who does receive general reading from me after subscribing to my channel, they can get $5 off on a personal reading in the future. Okay, if there's nobody needing a reading right now, I am going to leave you with good thoughts, and hopefully everything goes well with the changing energies with now the Virgo sun coming in. Please take care and stay safe.